Hi there, my name is Jana, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you've probably seen the one where I talk about the usage of ATS tools here in Germany. So ATS tools are these kind of automatic screening tools that are being used in recruitment processes. And these kind of tools are able to perform a pre-check on your application documents. So they do a quick scan and then match it with the job that you've applied for. And then they come up with a kind of ranking or score and compare your profile to other candidates. And then depending on that, you'll make it through the first screening round or not make it through the first screening round. And if you've not seen my video, like one of the most recent videos where I've talked about this, the usage of these tools, just in case, I'll link the video for you up here because I think it's pretty important to know about the pitfalls for applicants and how you can avoid them, right? And today I'll show you a tool which will make your life a bit easier because there are a lot of tools available online where you have the option to perform a quick test or a quick scan for yourself and see how your profile would perform if you would apply for this job and end up in an ATS tool, or your profile would end up in an ATS tool. So there are some nice tools out there which you can make use of, and I'll just walk you through a quick example. But before I do so, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and do turn on the notifications. If you've already subscribed to our channel, just do a quick check, turn on the notifications so that you get a notification when we upload a new video, which we do almost every week. So I think there's a lot of interesting content about job search and work in Germany that will be helpful for you if you apply for jobs in Germany right now. But yeah, let's take a look at this example. I'll share my screen with you. And by the way, this is not a paid video, so I'm not getting paid for showing you this tool. It's just a tool that I picked because I know that a lot of candidates are using it right now. It's called Jobscan, and on Jobscan, you can basically upload your resume, then add the job you are applying for, and then it'll run a quick scan and show you the results and maybe some recommendations. And I think that's just really, really helpful. I think I found that this is a very helpful tool, and I would always recommend doing these kind of tests before handing in your application, because you can avoid a few mistakes, right? And that will definitely increase your success rate. So what you can do here is you go to the website or any of the other ones that are available online. You can just do a quick Google search, upload your resume. So in this case, I'll use the one of Anna. And then the tool just analyzes it. And then you have to include a job description. So we'll go to the Mitra board. Just for the sake of it, I'll filter out German job ads and maybe look for IT project manager roles, because Anna has an IT project manager profile. By the way, Anna doesn't really exist. It's a fake profile. So I'm just randomly picking a position because I want to show you some of the things that the profile or the scan can point out, but it's an IT project manager position. Of course, when you apply for jobs, it's very important to do a thorough check of your profile and how it matches the actual position. So if you found a suitable position, you need to copy the content and then simply paste it here. And then all you need to do is run the scan button and wait for the results. So we're waiting, ta-da! So right now we have a match rate of less than 20%, which I think is not a surprise because I just randomly picked a job ad. So I think you will hopefully end up with a much higher match rate. So it says that 80% is generally a good match. And that's, by the way, also a filter that a lot of companies apply. So they often tend to filter out candidates with a lower match rate. So I'll just end the tour here because I want to show you the kind of information you can get from running the scan. So you'll find a few interesting things, and I'll just scroll down here because it will show you more details. First of all, just to point it out, these kind of job scan tools, of course, also often offer a paid version. So Jobscan has a paid version and a free version, and the free version only allows you one check, basically. So make sure that you make good use of it. In this case, you need to copy and paste the job ad manually if you're using the free version, so you cannot include the company name as suggested here. But very interesting to see is that it filters out, or it scans for your skills and keywords. And that's one of the key things that ATS tools do, right? And here it points out that you're missing 4 important high value skills. And then an additional 17 other hard and soft skills. So in your case, hopefully it will be much less. So this would be an example of a job application that's probably not really in line with the job requirements. And if you want to see the detailed skills, you need to sign up for a paid version. But I think, you know, if you've really worked on your application, even the free insights will be helpful for you, because it gives you a general scoring. And I'm sure if you've taken a detailed look at the job ad, then you will be kind of able to figure out what you're missing, right? So you can take a look at that. Then it says that there is no job title match. Because it says that the data scientist job title found in the job description was not found on the CV, So here, I think Jobscan actually made a mistake, or I made a mistake, because when I copied the content of the job ad, I did not copy the title of the position, which is indicated here. And it's not a data scientist position, it's an IT project manager position, but the tool somehow picked something from the actual text where it mentions data scientists. So sometimes these tools also make mistakes, right? So just make sure that you include the title of the position above. It didn't say so in the first step, but I've encountered this problem quite a few times. So don't take everything for granted that's, you know, shown to you here. Then it shows an education match because no degree was specified, but in a lot of job ads, you will find that there is a specified degree. So just make sure that you use the same kind of words if you can. Of course, you should not change the title of your degree, but sometimes, you know, you can include additional courses you attended and so on to create a better match. Then something really, really important are the section headings. And I think this is very good if you run the scan here, because I've seen other profiles where the section headings were not clear. So if you use a title like career history, for instance, the tool will probably not realize that this refers to your professional experience. So you need very, very clear headings. And this tool will also suggest you headings if you've not, you know, included clear headings there. So you will, if you get a bad result in this section, then it will show you suggestions. And then what we can see here is that the date formatting was somehow not right. And it shows the kind of date formatting that would be better for an ATS tool. So it also it even shows you the incorrect date. So you can see that we have a lot here. And I think what we've been missing on the CV that I uploaded here is the exact month, or indicating the exact month, like March or October, or just a brief version like 05 or something. So you can see here that the CV I uploaded included different types of data formatting. And that's just something that's really important to pay attention to. And I often say that as well when I talk to candidates, when we do career coachings. It's this kind of nitty gritty stuff that'll make a difference. And these kind of ATS tools are not humans, right? So it leaves an impression on me. If I do a manual screening of a profile, I want all the data to be kind of in line. I want all the formatting to be, yeah, the same, because it's easier to read. But I'm not just you know, paying so much attention to this because it looks nicer or it's easier to read. I'm also paying so much attention to this in my coachings because it makes a difference when you end up in an automatic tool, because these tools don't make a difference. They do an automatic screening. So it will probably be confusing for this tool because it cannot clearly define the dates or the time frames that you've worked on your different positions. So just make sure that you get this right. Then there's a word count, which I find kind of nice, measurable results, and a job level match. And that's very interesting. I think here I found that Jobscan often doesn't get the job level match right. And I don't know why, but here it says that you are applying to a director or higher level role that typically requires more experience than is listed on your resume. And I think what happened here is, I have to correct that. It's not Jobscan getting the job level completely wrong, although this is a lead role I applied for. So it's I picked, so it's a functional IT project manager role, which I would not say, it's not a director role, but it's a higher level role, right? So it requires a lot of experience. And clearly what happened here is that the scan was not able to clearly identify the previous work experience, because the profile I uploaded included a lot of work experience. And it was clearly a very good match for an IT project manager role on a senior level. But because I got the dates wrong, it was not able to place and define the timeframes. And thus, it was not able to calculate how much work experience I actually have, or Anna actually has. This is not my profile, it's a fake profile. So here you can see what can happen if you don't pay attention to this nitty-gritty kind of stuff, like getting the date formatting right. So it's worth it to run this kind of check, I think. And then you have other stuff like the page size, which is often confusing to me because I've tried this with different kinds of formats. And here I've used a standard A4 document, and it still tells me that the page size is wrong. I've not been able to correct this. If any one of you has, some kind of hint of why this keeps happening, please let me know. I'm starting to wonder if this is just a general bug with Jobscan. I don't know. So let me know, because I've definitely used an A4 kind of format, which is a standard page size. Make sure that, you have a very a suitable font. So I've gotten that right. And that's it. So the rest would be premium version if you want to gain more insights. I haven't tried that out, so I cannot really comment on that. And as I said, this is not a paid video by Jobscan, so I don't want to give any recommendation on premium versions here, but I think these kind of tools are super helpful to run a test before actually handing in your application. And as you saw, that there are a lot of things you can get wrong, and these kind of small details will make all the difference when it comes to your performance and your success rate in the pre-screening if you end up in an automatic kind of screening. So I hope this was helpful for you. As I said, do leave me your comments. Maybe you've also made use of these tools, and maybe you've also come across these kind of bugs or error messages like the one I just had, because I've not been able to solve them, and I'm always eager to learn. So maybe you have any kind of comments on that. And I would definitely recommend running a check like this on your profile. Even if you don't have a specific job ad in mind right now, you can pick one of the examples there. And I think it's a good indicator and gives you a few ideas on the things you can work on to improve your profile. So I hope this was helpful for you. Leave me your comments. Also, hit the subscribe button. As I said, I would be really, really happy to see you as a subscriber on my YouTube channel. And all the best for your job search. See you soon.